Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Momma Kelly, Mama to all, and I just wanna give a quick introduction. I realized I didn't really do that, but I'm doing a car vlog here, and some of the topics are a little sensitive, talking about sexuality, and how I realized my sexuality personally, and then a couple bits of advice. So if it's not something that that interests you or it triggers you, then you may not want to watch this video. But if not, and you just want to educate yourself a little bit, go ahead and watch. And yeah, I hope that everybody can be accepting of me because of my sexuality. And if you absolutely can't accept it, then again, maybe my channel isn't the right place for you, because I want everybody to be able to talk about or comment about whatever they feel necessary and feel is appropriate. And I want you guys to know me, and I would be lying if I didn't address this part of me, because it is a huge part of my life. And so let's just jump into it. Here you go. Hi guys, Momma Kelly here, from Samantha Jo's channel. If you're new here, if you don't know who Samantha Jo is, you gotta go look her up, because she's super duper duper, like she's my baby girl. And of course I think that, but I mean, it's really true. It's not like I'm just like saying it about a kid that doesn't deserve it, because she does deserve it. Okay, anyway, thanks for coming and watching my video. I actually am off to a therapy appointment, which I think are very important. Right now I'm going like every week or every other week, and I have to say, it's amazing. I come out refreshed. I feel like I've been heard. Sometimes I don't always get like an answer or a solution to a problem, but we get ideas, and that way I can just take it from there. So, you like my sunglasses? Aren't they fancy? So anyway, going to do that. Like I said, I believe mental health is very important, and yeah, let's see. I have to go stop at the AT&T store because my glass cover thingy on top of the glass on glass, yeah, is cracked, and it had a lifetime warranty. So I have the new one, but I don't want to try to put it on myself, because I just see disaster written all over that. Like, just yeah, I would probably have bubbles and different things, and it just wouldn't be good. So we're just gonna not do that. Okay. So what else is new? I am going to visit Samantha on the 21st. I fly down there for another week. She promised me when she moved that she would fly me down once a month, or she'd come home once a month, and it's not going to be as bad as what we like in our heads thought. So I'm super excited to see her. I know she's been really busy, but I'm just glad to see her. And yeah, so that'll be a fun little trip. I think we decided we're gonna maybe go to Busch Gardens. I've never been there, and it's like super close to her house now, so that'll be kind of cool. And then I told her, I'm like, I'd be fine with the rest of the days us just going to the beach or something. Go to the beach. I don't know the words, I just know the beat. So sometimes you're near a car and you're like, just like a song comes on and you don't know the words, and then you just start, you just jam it out, like, and you can say whatever the F you want, because nobody is in the car with you that can judge you. I had to have a drink there. I was getting parched from all this talking. But anyway, so what this video is really about, because I've been getting so many questions about it, is my sexuality. And I'm very proud to say that I'm a bisexual. I don't have a problem with that at all. The other question I guess I always get with from everyone, not everyone, you know what I mean, like from a lot of people, not everyone, because that would mean like that every one of you guys sent me that question, and that's not true. So a lot of people asked, how did I know? That's a loaded question. First of all, I think that everyone's sexuality is it's individual to that person. So how each person goes through life will dictate how and when their sexuality peaks and when they define themselves. And it's not a black and white. It's definitely a gray area. So someone might know, when they're 6 years old that, hey, I'm transgender or whatever. They don't know what transgender, but they act like the other sex, or they say, hey, I'm a boy or I'm a girl, and it's the opposite of what they were born as, technically, or biologically, I should say. So anyway, for me, I guess I'm only going to speak for myself. I don't know how other people knew that they were bisexual or had a different sexuality than the world wants to put on us, which pisses me off. But for me, I know when I was younger, like, into the middle school area, I definitely would get that funny feeling in my stomach when I was around certain girlfriends. And I just thought it was a friendship thing, like they're my friends or whatever, and it was for the most part. But I knew that made me feel different than hanging around a boy. And I did all the normal, I guess, boy-girl things as society at that time. You wouldn't have went with the same sex to a dance or anything like that. Like that just didn't happen. It wasn't talked about. So for me, it was really hit or miss. Like I said, it just was not a topic of conversation. So I did play a lot of sports, and I'm not saying that only people that are bisexual or a lesbian or whatever play sports, because that's not true either. But what I will say is that I was around a lot of people that openly knew what their sexuality was. It was, for them it was cut and dry. It was only one way. So I got to, I guess, learn that it was okay, and that they're great people, and their sexuality does not define them. What's in their heart and mind defines them. And so when I got into high school, unfortunately, I was sexually abused by an adult, both emotionally and physically, and that made me wave towards the fact that I was gay, and that this person really pushed it into my mind that that's the way I was, and I just wasn't admitting it. And at the same time, though, I still dated boys. I had a boyfriend, and yeah, so then I had multiple different girlfriends. I kind of, after I'd say my junior year, I just said, I'm gay, and I dated women, a couple women, and in my case, there was only one of those relationships. I obviously felt something for each one of them, but only one of them, I would say, was like my soulmate, like that they really were somebody I could see myself spending the rest of my life with. But what I didn't like was the fact that you couldn't get married at that time. You couldn't have forever. And one of the biggest things in my life that affected me was when my parents got divorced. And I was just like, wait a minute, it's supposed to be forever. Like, and the bond of marriage, it means that. So I'm babbling, but I guess I was upset that in a gay relationship at that time, okay, this, not now, you couldn't have a forever. In the community that I was hanging out in and partying with and all that stuff, it was very common for people to go from one relationship to the other very quickly, or to sometimes, unfortunately, cheat on the person they were with. So it just wasn't a real. And then on the flip side, there was people that were very committed to one person, and that was the way it was. So sexually, as far as the intimacy, I loved being with a woman. It was very emotional. I had never been with a man sexually until my husband. And I don't know what made me try to experiment with it, but I did. I went into the Army after college. Up until then, I had girlfriends, but I wasn't in a relationship when I went off to college or off to the Army. So went through basic training, I was kind of like just gonna start fresh, and well, I had feelings, and I followed those feelings for my husband. So at that time, then I joined into a committed relationship with him, and so therefore the bisexuality came into play, because we ended up, I got pregnant with Samantha, and then shortly thereafter, she was born in September, and then in December we got married, and we got right after I had Samantha, we got custody of Megan and Amanda. So yeah, there's my story. It's a kind of a long one, and I'm sorry, but I hope that answers some of your questions. I guess if I had to give any advice, it would be to, and now there's so many more resources available, it would be to just be true to yourself. Understand what you want. If you're interested in something or someone, don't be afraid to experiment with that. That's what life is all about. It's experiments, and then we sometimes find an answer and sometimes we don't. But you'll be able to cross it off your list if it's not what you want. And if it is what you want, then yay. So yeah, just be true to yourself. Don't let other people's opinions of you sway your decision one way or another with your sexuality, because at the end of the day, when you put your head on that pillow, it's your life, and you get to pick, and you get to choose, and it's not up to anybody else. And thank goodness the society is starting to accept different sexualities and identities. Like I said, I just had to figure it out. So regardless of what other people think of you, just be yourself. And if you don't have a supportive network, there's a lot of 800 numbers. DM me if you have if you need any of those resources, and I will find them for you and get them to you. And for those of you that have parents, maybe unfortunately, or you're an adult and your family doesn't accept it, or your parents don't accept it, or you can be 30, 40 years old and you come out and your parents still aren't accepting, or whatever the case may be, what I would say is, to get a third party involved, like a therapist or something like that you guys can all sit down and express the way that you feel and the way that they're denying your sexuality to you, and accepting you makes you feel. And sometimes a third party is a really good answer in that situation, I think. I was very lucky. Everyone, they didn't know why I went that way, but they definitely supported me. My sister, my brother, my dad, my mom, my mom was awesome. But just don't be something you're not. That's all I can say. Live life and be happy. And those are the famous words of Momma Kelly, which are, this world's a better place with you in it, and Momma Kelly loves you, and Samantha Jo loves you, and I hope you have a great day. I'm gonna put a lot of you were quite, interested in the bird feeder thing, so I'm gonna put a little clip of some bird feeders in here, okay? Or birds at the feeders, that's better. I didn't get all the ones I like I didn't get an Oriole or a Cardinal, because I was only out there for a couple minutes this morning, but I was just relaxing and watching them this morning. So it's a really good kind of hobby for me. All right, I love you, and please like, subscribe, and comment below.